Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I told you the Russians took their gloves off and they informed their American partners about it. When the Russians realized that the Americans are to get Putin or to pull a Gaddafi on Putin, I think the Russians told them, guys, back off unless we're not going to play ball with you. I think the Russians played ball with the Americans, and the Americans took that as a weakness. Big mistake. It happened in my life a few times when you're nice, and I know it's hard to be nice, but when you're nice, people think you're a sucker. And then you get angry and you smack them. So basically this is what's going on with United States, Russia, and Transnistria. So Transnistria is a breakaway republic, territory from Moldova. Moldova is a breakaway republic territory from Romania, and so on. What happened? Let me show you. Transnistria to ask Putin for annexation on February 28. Opposition figure says that. So I will show you a map so you understand what the f is going on. That is behind the enemy's lines, if you remember that movie. The new voice of Ukraine, Transnistria, to ask Putin for annexation on February 28, opposition figure, February 22, 2024. So I'm going to show you where the map is. So this is the map. This is Moldova, this is Romania, and this is Ukraine. This part right here used to be Moldova and belonged to Romania. This part over here was supposed to be Romania as well. But Moldova now was cut and given to Ukraine, like many other territories. This is your Ukraine. So this is Transnistria, in between Romania and Ukraine. And I want to show you a different map right there. So we're talking about this area right here. Okay, so this is it. This is what you see over here. Boom. So this is Transnistria, this is Moldova, and this is Ukraine. This is where the war is. Got that? You got that? Right here, you got that? Now, obviously, these guys, I don't think they have access. They're landlocked, whatever. So they don't have access. I don't know how the Russians could bring anything over there, since this is Ukraine, this is Moldova, is not going to allow anything here to get. So these are broken. Nevertheless, that could be bad news for the Americans. Why? You're going to have these guys being on this side, and you can catch them in a little beautiful sandwich. Well, let's go and see what else this article has to say. I have 3 articles because things change. In about 2 hours, things changed. I'm going to show you. But this is just a little scare event. I don't know why these guys show Lenin, who was maybe a quarter Russian, maybe a quarter Russian. I don't know why this guy show him here, because I have another one right here, and again we have Lenin here. Really, Lenin is such a big figure over there. I mean, he should be taken out and given to, I don't know, Israel or something. We don't need him. Why is he over here? But they try to make a point. Maybe he is. We'll find out. Let's move on. A Congress of MPs from all levels is set to convene on February 28 in Tiraspol, Moldova, the capital of unrecognized Transnistria, to possibly appeal to Russia to accept Transnistria into the Russian Federation. That would be almost exactly as the Albanians in Serbia decided that that portion called Serbia's Kosovo is independent. In their parliament, they said, we declare independence unilaterally. The Americans were already present on their territory. There are I think it's about 1,000 Russians in Transnistria as well. Do you think these guys can do and copy the good people of America? Do you think they can? And if not, why not? Since that's a good thing. And Kosovo was a good thing, right? Now here's a good thing too? No. Why not? Aren't the majority people in Transnistria Russian speaking? Yes, they are. Weren't Albanians the majority in Kosovo? They were. So I don't see any, I know, I'm a tard, but let's move on. said local opposition and activist Gennady Chorba. Chorba means soup, a certain kind of soup. So, no soup for you. Okay, remember that one? Moldovan Infotag private news agency reported on February 21st. Russian dictator, oh la la, is scheduled to address the Federal Assembly in Moscow on February 29 and could potentially announce his acceptance of MP's request, Chorba said. Chorba, the soup, Chorba. All right. Hence, the recent statement by Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov that Moscow will not leave its citizens living in Transnistria in trouble, he said. Chorba called the MPs of the unrecognized republic not to allow the adoption of an appeal that would allow Putin to strike Moldova, including Transnistria, under any pretext. How about self-defense and protecting the minorities' rights? Sounds good? We're going to use your garbage, no? Defending our interest. Oh, national interest is under threat? No. Why can't we self-defense? Can we use the same language? These guys, the biggest guys on the plantation, they're all everybody has a problem with us, and we punch everybody in the nose each and every time with a coalition of weasels, by the way, because we're too strong to do it by ourselves. Chorba urges the unrecognized republic's MPs not to endorse an appeal that could allow Putin to attack Moldova, including Transnistria, under any pretext. The news is being updated. Now, Putin is a criminal, isn't he? Yeah. Putin is a dictator, isn't he? Yeah. Putin is a madman, isn't he? Yeah. He's a son of a, according to Biden, isn't he? Yeah. He's a war criminal? Yeah. He's a madman, all these things. Nothing moves in Russia without Putin. So why would he need a reason? Do you think dictators need reasons? He just takes it. That's it. And they say, what are you going to do about it? Again. It doesn't work that way. If Putin would have been a madman, he would have used nuclear weapons by now. No, madmen don't think, madmen in general don't think of consequences, do they? They just do it. If you're mad, you're crazy. That's what madman is, crazy. Mentally ill, whatever you want to call it. Oh, now right now if you say that, you... Well, anyway, so he doesn't need a reason. Let's move to the next. If it's true that he's a madman, now let's move to the other article because we have the third one, which is going to deny, or not deny, unconfirm. We'll see. Ukrainska Pravda. Self-proclaimed Transnistrian MPs, plural, in Moldova prepared to address Putin and ask to be integrated into Russia. And it's the same thing here. Jup. And then he says that on details, 16th of February, citizens allegedly turned to Vadim Krasnoselsky, leader of Transnistria, with an idea to hold the Congress. On 19th of February, he supported the idea, and on February 21st, the so-called Parliament of Transnistria announced that the meeting would be held on February 28. Now, this is the next thing. Ukrainska Pravda. Remember, this was Ukrainska Pravda as well right here, saying that these guys are ready to be integrated. Ukrainska Pravda, rumor, it's not a rumor, because the guy said, the opposition guy, MP, right? Rumor that Transnistria will ask to join Russia is unconfirmed. By whom? By your intelligence? Yeah, by Ukraine's defense intelligence. But wait. Opposition figure says that. So it's unconfirmed that he said it, it's unconfirmed that they are about to do it. Which one is it? The same here. Right here. This is according to that guy, right? He said it, and then we got here, Ukraine is unconfirmed. Okay, let's see. Ukraine's defense intelligence has stated that the deputies from the unrecognized Republic of Transnistria have no plans to ask Russian President Vladimir Putin. So now he's President Vladimir Putin. This is Ukrainska Pravda. And here we have this guy being, where is it? That they didn't call him yet. The other one was a dictator. Oh, there's nothing here yet. The other one, but he's still a address president of Russia. So Ukrainska Pravda calls him today president. These guys, the New Voice of Ukraine, call him whatever dictator, and where that was Russian dictator right there. well, whatever. That's their right to do whatever they want. They want to spin whatever. About the accession of the Moldovan Republic to Russia at an upcoming Congress. Source, Andrei Yusov, spokesman for Ukraine's defense intelligence, in a comment for Ukrainska Pravda, and I'm quoting, according to our information. It doesn't mean that your information is complete and full. Maybe it's not. The claim that on February 28th, the Transnistrian authorities are going to ask Russia about joining its territory is currently unconfirmed. What do you know? You're a different country. What do you know? Well, it's okay. You did not say it. Ukrainska Pravda's source noted that the rumor, which is now being extensively discussed in the media, is part of Moldova's internal political process and also represents pressure from Transnistria to protect economic interests. There's no smoke without a fire. Now, even that was said or not, that's always going to be a threat. Now, do you think that Moldova is doing this to say, hey, we got to solve the Transnistria problem because look what can happen in case? So they raise awareness of what Transnistria's danger could be over there in our rib. Maybe that's what it is. So then they will ask their masters, United States of America and other Western democracies, to intervene and settle scores in Transnistria. So according to the rumor, it is not true. They raise awareness, and then they have to react to the awareness raise reason on a rumor. You see how they give themselves reasons to smack you? They give themselves, we have to react on a rumor. What if that happens? What if Jesus Christ shows up tomorrow and have us all join him on his UFO and we go to Cuckooland or Lululand, Babaland, Copaland? So things will happen in Transnistria, and Transnistria is a dangerous place for the good people. The problem is Transnistria is really surrounded by unfriendly entities, Ukraine, Moldova. So there's no way the Russians can help them. If these guys decide to squash them, what are the Russians going to do? Hit Moldova, that's all. And if you hit Moldova, then it's another violation of international law. And that means, see, they want to go to Lisbon. They want to go to Portugal. The Russians go westward. Therefore, we have all together fight against the Russian threat. Mobilization! With whom? They are busy drinking their beer, eating their chips, watching their sitcoms, and being cowards. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.